a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McMahon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Check it back, check it back. One down. Hey, watch it. Alert.
Now a carry for Walton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert. Watch 98.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Jones. He juked him. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Bagley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Go.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
We're set from the gun on 3rd. Cooper's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Defense. 54. So we got man. Mike 5-4. Zone.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Too little, kill. Turn up. Kill. Hug. Monday. 56.
Now Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going to run you over.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Hey, Delta.
43. All day. All day, every day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Tighten down. There you go. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check. Lock. Monday. Share.
They'll run on first down. It's Walton. 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mark Walton, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Brissett. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56 the mark.
Here's Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, exit. 56. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Open man is heard. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's it. 86. Right there, right there. On them. Hey, hey, here I come. Hey, Zoo. Here I come. Here I come. 56 is my right.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Deuce, 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 deuce. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 1st down, Walton. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Walton. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. Let's go. On that. Hey, high 7. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Here we go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
55 mark, guys, 55.
First down, Brissett. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. Bagley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch, switch, switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 24, check 24. Kill, 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 kill. Monday.
A run by Walton to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Let's go, D. 80. Gonna be a long day offense.
Bravo.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 9. Rosen, throw left side complete. That's Walton. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Hug. Hey, Charlie.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
All day, baby. All day.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Oh, you got deep?
On first down, Bagley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day. Check.
Now Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Brissett to throw on first. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Denver.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Throwing, Brissett. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike's 51. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch.
To throw, Brissett. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Young gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 43. Check 13. Check 13. Out. Check 26. Check 26. Check 52. Watch twist. One down. Check.
They'll try the left side. McMahon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett, and he connects with Vance McDonald. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Brissett now. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost?
Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
36.
Hey, alert, alert. SOS. Quarter. SOS.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Bagley.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A gain of 8 and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on 1st down. Sweet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Brissett sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Orvin. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
To throw is Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walton. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. I'm here all day. I'm here. Monday.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here I come. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Rabbit.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, alert.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check three. Check 37.
They'll run with Walton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They go back to Walton. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let him know.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Mark Walton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Right there, 54.
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football running. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try the left side. McMahon, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. 3 buzz. 198. Watch 98. 98.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. 54 Mike.
Here's Brissett. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey, ready? 26 Mike. 3 bud. Watch tight end. Tight right, tight go.
On first down, Bagley. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett. Now they go screen. Is complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mike 5.
Brissett on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man.
54 Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
To try again after the sack. Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Let's bring it. Mike 54.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He's got a first down past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's smooth. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. It's our field.
Alert, alert, alert.
Hey, it's our house.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Walton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jam. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Showing it. 80. Whip.
They'll try the left side. McMahon. And that play went where? Yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check, 43. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
And they take a knee.
Rosen on the keeper. A loss of 1. Makes it 3rd and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd. We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Testing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We are live here, Season 33, Week 1, Dev Nation Live.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Bell. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike 51.
Hey, Delta. We taking wins on.
51 to Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
What's up, Omar?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I don't know what is going on here with my defensive alignment, but we'll just cut that out. Anyone saw those crosses at field there? Somebody were to run away from. This game is fucking unbelievable. We just had some lines on the field that made me so uncomfortable. If there was a guy in zone defense doing that versus Terry Hill, they would get destroyed. Oh, like this.
Switch. Hey, watch this. Yellow. Check the backer.
first, they go right back to Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We own them. 15. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch gears. Scene 6.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job.
No fucking respect for that. Sending 7, baby. He's not ready. Welcome to the show.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go, bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game...
The depth chart is obviously fucked up.
Great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up. 25, check 25. Lady. Check. 36. Man, 80.
Hey, seam 6.
59. Man, 80. 59.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm here all day. Young lady. Shift.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
You idiot.
And that one hits at the 7,
God.
but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 22, Mahomes, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
Really bad running
and
so
no
far, and a bad
here.
drop.
Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is.
Christ.
In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Actually a good throw.
17 yards for the
Looks
Jets
close
there,
but
themselves a first
he's
down.
up on the running back there for a
For any
second.
offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, it's Bell.
Get off me.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Something to watch here in week
Terrible throw, lucky catch animation. No, this guy's wide open. This guy's wide open. Alvin comes up on the.
Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here.
Welcome to the fucking show.
With a 1st and 10.
Thomas, what's up?
What up?
What up?
Shitty weather here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's
Fucking
another 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that. Red 80. 52's the mic.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was
Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Yeah, what was that? Where are you throwing the ball?
Me?
How'd you ball
Nowhere.
it to the left?
Trying to just get rid of it.
Right.
Listen, I was throwing it away. You blitz.
You're going to go on, get fumbled for 99 yards, going the other way.
And that going to be incomplete.
But I had A wide open.
No call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an
Yeah, sure,
expression
that's
that I've heard, maybe
Sure,
from
that's
you, I
fine.
don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Echo.
Do they hear me on the broadcast or no?
Yeah.
He's got Adams on the hook
Oh, Maxie, baby, you wish you could pass like me. Oh. Give me that.
Adams, 34
Anybody watch Max's game? Was that game even close? What was the score?
What game?
Max.
What game? Please speak up, Tom.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
No game was trash was Jake and Omar.
Jake and Omar, yeah, I didn't see any of that. I peeked in on some of the games early this morning, but I literally just got home. Try to get this in for the league tonight. I'm so
Omar
fucking busy today.
legit might have the
The
worst
Chiefs
offense.
offense about set to begin this drive. And
It's
last drive,
tough to know
3 and
who's
out.
worse.
Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball.
I don't know who would have a worse offense. Well, who would have a worse
and try
offense.
and make a first down.
I'm trying to
and
think
get
of
some
who right
momentum.
now.
It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last
The Bears,
possession,
maybe.
that told
The
you
Bears
just how
will
stalled
score.
they are on offense.
Bears are
So
not good.
who will step up here? We'll see.
Hey,
So
score,
after
though.
the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right?
Check 9, check 9. Yellow.
That's what, Omar, you lost to the bum. You fucking
Here's
bum.
Mahomes
You
to
scored
throw.
5
Oh,
Right side here, and
good
that's
toss
complete.
here, actually.
And they work this
Try to hit stick, but
well
Adams
across
can't
the
get.
45. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right
Yo,
side
swap
line.
that, baby. Swap
And
that.
it'll wind up incomplete.
You could throw him
Trying
up.
to give his
Senior
man
balls
room
off.
to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when
Yeah,
they let you
let's
play
talk about what
jostle
they're going
with
to do
your
in
defense.
college coming out.
Now, meanwhile,
I
a
heard
pass that
about-
should have been
yeah.
intercepted, but it winds up falling
Tom, you do
incomplete.
sound a little fucked up.
Oh, man, that was
I got
close.
AirPods in.
The
They might be down.
opportunity to change momentum. Big play.
Better
right
now?
in his hands.
Yeah, you're a little
Come
better now
down
there.
with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10.
Are they gonna
Back-to-back
try to like cycle
incompletions.
and do players from college and just keep the bench in a year and then put it in?
Throw incomplete as well.
Is that
I
like
got
an
no-
option?
Problems on
I got
3rd
no
down
idea
so
about
far
the
in this
whole-
first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them
Fucking
or don't
Omar,
get
you
to 3rd
asshole.
down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st
Yeah,
and 2nd
boy.
down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
What do you guys think?
That is how you
College
put field
football comes
position.
out.
That's
Shit,
an
every
absolute
year,
bomb of a
we
punt.
just
Downs
import.
it inside the 5-yard line.
class.
Absolutely ideal.
From that
Got an
position,
option?
you're hoping
You
to get
wanna
it down
try
inside
that?
the 15, inside the 5.
Gotta get
Superb.
true to life players coming in for at least like the first 3 years.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one receiver
Marty, at the
route,
game, get a pole
and
going.
take your shot downfield.
Oh, what,
and
the
see
college thing?
happens. And occasionally,
Yeah.
we've seen
Yeah, this
success
could be
occur.
safety.
Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line.
Now that you rotated
Solid
it.
run
You better
on
hope
first
you
down,
guys
gain of
fucking
7,
block.
leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Bell. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him
Does
much.
anybody think Justin Herbert's going to be a good NFL quarterback? I think he'll be like another
Jets
Mitch
on
Trubisky.
3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold.
Bell is supposed to release out of this play, and he doesn't, and I'm just...
We'll have to press the button for him to release.
Nah, it's the blue. He's automatically on the move there. That's a total waste of a possession.
I guess every team would say
But he
that,
has
Charles,
to.
but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had.
Oh my God, this wind is pretty fucked up too.
Unable to do so on that play.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play
Lucky
sheet.
there I got caught on
trying
the
to figure
line.
out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense?
Now, when you do your coverage and you bring it down, you want to use your coverage. You lie on maybe inside, outside, over the top. When you select underneath, why is it that they always seem to let the guys run right by them in the second half?
Deep shot here for Hardman.
Instead of floating back with the guys in their zone.
You gotta be kidding me, man. This guy's, that's not, he's intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a
What are you
guy making
talking
a good play on the
about?
interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope.
This game
really
is
got out
fucking
of whack,
retarded,
didn't
dude.
it?
Every big
Going
game I
into
play.
your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Why'd you run that way?
I couldn't, what are you talking about?
Been around, you have one guy to miss. Shoot.
I 100% did not run him that way at all. That was just the animation of him catching the football. I didn't touch anything. I was pressing. Oh, gotta be kidding me, dude.
First and 10, right at the 30. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack.
This game is... No, I 100% did not step back. That's just the Madden animation. False. No.
This game will determine who gets a bye. I think Alvin has the potential to miss the playoffs. Everybody's catching on to him.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
I mean, dude, that pick is just terrible.
Couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Nah, again, when it's just bad Madden. They don't let you take control of the guy until way after the fact.
He's been on constant duress this entire game.
All you have to do against
And to think,
Alvin
there's
is
still a long way to go
QB
in this
contain.
football game.
And these play actions, he's going to run right into your guys. He tries to roll out too much.
A little bit harder to do than it sounds, but
No, but it seems like that's the format.
yeah, you have to contain for sure.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to go down again. Ja'Kai Polite. He's the one to get him this
The CPU
time.
literally ran my guy. It's like it's the flip-flop when the screen flips. He makes him go backwards. Not like I'm pressing it. Like, I'm doing whatever I can to not make that happen.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and
What a
it'll be
fucking
spotted
joke.
inside the 30-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Is Joe Burrow a senior? So. Anybody else got the senior ball up?
I got nothing.
So on NFL Network, instead of to figuring out. Oh, that's a good pass.
They start out on the ground with Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's make these bang. Wahoo!
See, I think Casey's defense is fast. You kind of got to run right at him.
Darnold
I don't think Stretch is working with fast defenses.
looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
Ooh.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now Darnold.
Mario, when you're dropping back to pass, and you just keep that kind of slowly dropping back, that's going to make the ball go wild when thrown.
Oh yeah. You don't listen. You don't want to do that.
I think that's what happened on my last interception.
Absolutely. Well, I was gonna call you after the game. There's a point where you're so far back that the ball, your guy's kind of, his accuracy becomes, you know, it just turns into fucking, you don't know what. So they could throw it high, low, like it's bad.
Because I had him wide open.
I mean, he's open, but
still, the QB sneak on the goal line. I went all the way to the touchdown just as fucking.
I mean, that was heartbreaking.
Like, what happens? Like, I never run QB sneak too. But my running back was on. I was like, fuck, let me try QB sneak and don't get another one. Johnson, next play. Wasn't a next play. Harley was. I stopped the run the whole game except for like the last 4 minutes. I think we ended up breaking one. You could not run the ball on me the entire game.
You can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot.
Alright, I'll pick up the answer. Yeah, my home two for 8 looks like shit.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things
just recently picked up off the street. 5 back there. Oh, good people. I'll play this game, buddy.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35.
So this is a throw to Hill, and it's going to be a touchdown by Hardman. I mean,
all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 92 yards.
You can't make this stuff up.
That's a tough combination
oh
to defend. You know,
my
Patrick
God.
Has the big arm, and he's got
I have SWAT on my CPU, and I swap my own guy.
In my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throw from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him. And he did there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit,
definitely not as bad as
jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm.
Close.
He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, man, you had the big route.
You have the drag?
Yeah, that's what it's coming.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to
the
the 40.
On 3rd and 15. From the right hash 5-yard line to probably, 35 Jet territory. Both guys miss a swat, and the receiver in the same location touches it, not even the intended receiver. Nobody clipped it.
Yeah, it's just a terrible fucking play.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
You should have seen this play, Max. It's got to be one of the plays of the year.
So here's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Max, let me ask you. I don't know if you heard me before. Todd Triple coming back out. What do you think of importing every draft class?
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 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 3 down.
Now it's Darnold. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find
Shane Block on season 1 there, whatever.
EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Oh, let me ask you. So my one outside linebacker, Carney, got strip specialist, and I think he's an 83 finesse, 81 power, and style guy, unthinkable.
I don't even know what type of D this is.
6 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket.
That's Jamal Adams over the top. Not even. Got 95 speed, dude.
Has the ability for wide receivers open.
Mahomes has everything, apparently. Because right now he's fucking played absolutely terrible in this game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20. His guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Go again with Bell. And they're going to get
Bell is just getting destroyed, dude.
As his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Darnold on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Darnold.
Wipe.
Buying time to his left.
Oh God, look at this fucking play. This is just a bad throw. The guy's wide open. Oh, and there's a flag. Okay.
A little too much extracurricular there.
Oh, he's got a nice step there too. That ball just comes out fucking flat. Halbeck's on the run, but
you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here's Mack. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a 10-6. He's playing really well. It's something bullshit.
On second and 12, Mahomes forced out to his left.
Bullshit, which is kind of his fault.
Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you
who's
make
the
sure
Jets
you
make the playoffs today? What are you talking about, Freedom?
If you overshoot your guy, so be it.
Beat
It's
by
just the
60 next
incompletion
week.
that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last
Watch
play,
it
and
throw
that
it
means
up.
they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Howard. And he's going to be taken
This
down
game's
short of the
boring.
first,
We
right
already
around the
know.
15-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, it's Howard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They opt to go for it, and they get it.
There's no way you're coming
Goal
back
after
from
a pickup of
those
5.
fucking 2 plays. 3 plays.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Jim. No.
They'll run here with Mack. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run here with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow.
Yeah,
That ball
this
gets
game's
knocked free,
fucking retarded.
but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Pick 6.
And he almost
Played it
had
too.
Defensively. Could have been a
Look
game
at this.
changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you can almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but
Pick
surely
up play.
now
Get this
starting
over
to
with.
pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken.
I gotta check my O-line because I've been the O-line has been getting so dominated today.
That's gonna go as a loss of 13.
Really no.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold now to throw. Looking left side and he's got a man. It's Hodges. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Yellow, yellow.
They go right back to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
Really dogging the clock here at the 7-minute mark.
They're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Check, crunch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken
5 for 13, 196 yards.
No gain on the play.
Unbelievable.
3rd and 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check, 53's mine. Get ready.
Hero 15.
Mike, 53.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he loses the football the second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. Wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This is Bell, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
61, matchbox, light. Check the lady.
Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now they go for it on 4th.
This is another drop? What is he dropping today?
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Oh my God, we're just not really here to play, apparently.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Williamson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Calm the crowd. You must be dreaming.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Ready? Hey, son.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And Adams has it. Complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Bell felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Darnold completes it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Oh, come on, dude.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
He's coming. That's it. Yellow.
Motion. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Yellow.
53. Mike 53.
Easy.
Shoot. Check your hot read.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
The D can only stop it one more time.